Linda and Michael and another two people, I don't know, they found us online. It was a little bit, I think it was a summer 2018 or 19, when they went on genealogy conference in Poland. It's a big conference. and then, they just found me on the internet. And
so we went in 2018, and I met Rhoda actually a couple of years at least prior to this, and she's a professional genealogist. I'm a very advanced genealogist, but not a professional, and we found out that we had ancestors from the same village. So when the conference in Warsaw came up, we both emailed each other. It was like, this is the time, let's do it. And being in the know of genealogy, Jewish genealogy circles, the premier guide to the Ukraine were all taken, or so I thought. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to Google, and voila, and talk about serendipity.
Great fortune.
Yes, got a hold of Sophia, and was able to procure Sasha, and I can't imagine having had a better experience with anybody else. He was so incredibly informed, first of all, and I'm a historian by profession as well, so I really appreciate the research that he has, or just the knowledge that he has about the history in the Ukraine, the effort he went to make our visit beyond what I could have ever imagined. And by that I mean he made 2 trips, I believe, before we even got there. And it's not close to Kiev. It's several hundred kilometers plus.
About up to 200.
Okay, 200. So he went and to make arrangements for our visit. And
what arrangements?
Yes, so of course, immediately upon meeting him, we have a connection, because I was a military brat, lived on an Air Force base as a child that he got training at in the United States. So that was a wonderful way to start off and feel a connection to him. But aside from his incredible research and information, was his compassion and his kindness and his empathy, that here someone who is not Jewish could weep with us at Babi Yar, literally, and the poetry he brought to read to us when we were there. The photographs, as we approached Babi Yar, he showed us photographs of the walk that the Jews had made. It wasn't just, let's drive up and get out. It was this entire process as we went to visit that incredible, touching place. But yeah, as we got to Granov, we stopped on the outskirts of it's a very small town. There are no Jews there anymore. And the mayor was there to greet us at this beautiful, what do you call it?
Marker for the town.
It's like a marker, yeah. And so we thought, well, that's nice. How nice of him to come and greet us. So we followed his car into the village, the little town center. It must have been half the population of Granov was waiting to greet us.
I had never felt like a rock star before. But man, that greeting was incredible.
They were, the young women were in their Ukrainian folk dress. They presented us with a loaf of bread and did the ceremonial, tasting of the bread and the welcome. And they gave us gifts, and we were just given, a tour of the town. But the one moment that there are 2 that stands out from that visit was seeing the only remaining house in the Jewish section of the town that was crumbling, but it was there. You could see where the mezuzah had been in the doorpost. And second was visiting what had been the Jewish cemetery. And there were some older Ukrainian women from the town just waiting for our arrival, I'm sure out of curiosity. And not being able to speak languages, but going up to them this close and having this communication and this love and kissing and hugging. And it's just like the years melted, the Gentile Jew melted, everything melted away, and it was getting in touch with humanity. And I just cannot thank Sasha and Sophia enough for that experience.
Those were rich experiences. And the thing that I want to commend Sasha for is I felt totally taken care of from the moment he met us until he set us on our way. There was never a moment that wasn't planned, and planned extraordinarily well. But it wasn't just that he guided us. He embodied the Ukraine. He made me feel what the Ukraine was. He taught me about the people through his actions and his care for us, and introduced us to a glorious country with a depth and a personableness that I've never felt in a tour before, ever.
That's what makes memories.